New day, new words, new ways to express yourself. You ready for the challenge? I know you are. Let's tackle it together. This is English over coffee.
Hello, and welcome back to English Over Coffee. I am Ava.
And I am Sam.
We are so happy that you've decided to join us today. Take a moment to look around you. Where are you? Are you on a train, watching the city go by? Are you in your kitchen, waiting for the toaster to pop? Or maybe you are still in bed, hidden under a warm, heavy blanket.
Wherever you are, we hope you can find a small space of quiet. Today, it is raining here. It is a gray, soft day. The kind of day where the light is dim and the world feels a little bit smaller and a little bit safer.
Exactly, Sam. It is perfect coffee weather. What are we drinking today?
Today, I have brewed us something very classic. It is a Colombian medium roast. It smells like caramel and toasted nuts. It is not too strong and not too bitter. It is comforting. That is the word, comforting.
Oh, that is wonderful. It is very smooth. It warms the chest immediately.
I am glad you like it. Friends, if you have a cup with you, hold it in both hands. Feel the heat coming through the ceramic. Let your shoulders drop away from your ears. Take a deep breath in and let it out.
Today, we are going to talk about something very important, but also something very fragile. We are going to talk about believing in yourself.
This is a big topic, Ava.
It is a big topic, Sam, but we are going to talk about it in a small way. We are not talking about shouting from the mountaintops. We are talking about that quiet, small voice inside you that says, I can do this.
The voice that sometimes goes silent?
Yes, the voice that sometimes whispers or disappears completely. Today, we want to help you find that voice again, right now, in this moment.
You know, Ava, losing belief in yourself is a strange feeling. It is not always a crash. It is not always a loud failure.
No, it is usually much slower. It is like a fire dying out.
That is a great image. Let's look at some vocabulary here. We often talk about a spark, S-P-A-R-K.
A spark is a tiny piece of fire. When you strike a match, that first flash of light is a spark. In English, when we say someone has lost their spark, we mean they have lost their energy or their passion.
Or their belief. I remember a time a few years ago when I felt like my spark was gone. It was a very gray time, much grayer than the weather outside today.
What did that feel like, Sam? Can you describe the sensory details of that feeling?
It felt heavy. It felt like walking through water. You know when you're in a swimming pool and you try to run? Your legs move slowly. The water pushes against you. Every movement takes extra effort. That is what self-doubt feels like.
Self-doubt. That is our next key phrase. Doubt is when you are not sure. You question things. So self-doubt is when you question yourself.
Exactly. I questioned everything. Am I good enough? Did I make a mistake? Why is everyone else faster than me? It was exhausting.
I think many of our listeners know that feeling, the feeling of walking through water. But Sam, did you stay in the water?
No, but I didn't get out quickly. I had to learn to swim slowly, and that is what we want to explore today. We want to tell you that it is okay to be slow. It is okay to be unsure.
Believing in yourself does not mean you have zero fear. It means you have fear, but you move forward anyway, even if you move just 1 inch.
Ava, do you have a story about this? Maybe a time you stopped believing in yourself?
Oh, I have many, Sam. But one comes to mind. It is a little bit funny now, but at the time it was tragic.
Please tell us.
Well, a few years ago, I decided I wanted to bake bread, sourdough bread, the complicated kind.
Oh, yes, the kind that needs a starter, a living mixture of flour and water.
Yes, I named my starter Dovid.
That is a terrible pun, Ava.
I know, but I loved Dovid. I fed him flour and water every day. I waited for bubbles. I bought special baskets. I watched hours of videos on the internet. I felt very confident. I thought, I am a baker now.
And what happened?
The day came to bake the bread. I kneaded the dough. I put it in the oven. The house smelled amazing. I was ready for a beautiful, tall loaf of bread.
The sensory details are good so far.
I opened the oven, and it was a flat, hard rock. It did not rise. It looked like a frisbee. It was as hard as a brick. If I dropped it on the floor, I think it would have broken the tile.
Oh, no.
I was so sad, Sam. It sounds silly, it was just bread, but I felt like a failure. I thought, I cannot even do this simple thing that humans have done for thousands of years. I threw the rock bread in the bin and I cried.
You cried over bread?
I cried over the bread, but really I was crying because I had tried hard and it didn't work. I lost my belief in my ability to learn new things.
So, did you ever bake again?
Not for 6 months. I was too embarrassed.
This is a gentle example, but it is real. We try, we fail, we feel foolish, and then we stop trying.
Exactly. But eventually I missed the smell of the flour, so I tried again. But this time I didn't try to make the perfect sourdough. I made simple biscuits, easy biscuits.
You lowered the bar.
Yes, I lowered the bar. To lower the bar means to make the standard easier, and they were delicious, and slowly I believed in myself as a baker again.
That story reminds me of something, Ava. It reminds me of being a child. Do you remember learning to ride a bicycle?
Vividly, I have a clear memory of the pavement rushing toward my face.
Yes, we all fell. But think about the mindset of a child. When a child falls off a bike, they cry. They might get angry. But usually, 10 minutes later, what are they doing?
They are back on the bike.
They have resilience. Let's pause on this beautiful word, resilience. R-E-S-I-L-I-E-N-C-E.
Resilience is the ability to bounce back, like a rubber ball. If you throw a glass ball at the ground, it shatters. If you throw a rubber ball, it comes back up. Resilience is being the rubber ball.
Adults often lose their resilience. We become like the glass ball. We are afraid to break.
I think, Sam, it is because we are afraid of judgment.
Ah, yes, judgment. The fear of what other people think.
When I baked my bad bread, I was afraid you would laugh at me.
I would never laugh at your bread, Ava. I might use it as a doorstop to hold the door open, but I wouldn't laugh.
See, that is judgment. But listeners, think about this. Why are you afraid to believe in yourself? Is it because you tried and failed? Or is it because you are afraid people will see you fail?
That is a deep question. Let's take a sip of coffee on that.
We live in a very noisy world, Sam.
Incredibly noisy. Social media, news, traffic, opinions.
The world shouts at us. It says, be richer, be thinner, be faster, be smarter.
It is a constant pressure.
This pressure creates a gap, a space between who we are and who we think we should be.
And in that gap, self-belief dies, because we look at ourselves and we say, I am not enough.
I want to tell our listeners something right now. If you are listening and you are wearing pajamas, or you are tired, or you are worried about your job, you are enough.
Let's practice a grammar structure here to help with this. The structure is even though, I will.
Oh, I like this. Can you give an example?
Even though I am tired, I will try again tomorrow.
Even though I made a mistake, I will be kind to myself.
Even though the world is fast, I will go slow.
This structure accepts the bad thing, the even though part, but it chooses a positive action, the I will part. It is a structure of agency.
Agency. That means having power over your own actions. When you have agency, you are the driver of the car, not the passenger. So, Ava, imagine a listener is sitting there. They feel low. Their spark is very dim. How do they start to believe again? Right now.
I have 3 small steps, very small, like my simple biscuits.
Okay. Step 1,
Step 1, the audit.
an audit? That sounds like taxes. That sounds boring.
No, not a financial audit, an internal audit. Look at the evidence. Often we tell ourselves a story that we are failures. But is it true?
So you mean look for proof that you are capable?
Yes. Write down 3 things you have survived, 3 things you have learned. Did you learn to drive? Did you learn English? Did you survive a bad breakup?
You are collecting evidence for the defense.
Exactly. You are your own lawyer. Defend yourself.
Okay. Step 2.
Step 2, keep promises to yourself.
This is a big one for me.
If you say to a friend, I will meet you at 7, and you don't show up, the friend stops trusting you.
Correct.
It is the same with yourself. If you say, I will go for a walk today, and you don't go, you stop trusting yourself.
So make the promise very small?
Tiny. Don't say, I will run a marathon. Say, I will put on my running shoes.
And when you do it, you build self-trust.
Yes, self-belief is built on self-trust.
And step 3?
Step 3, change the input.
What do you mean by input?
If you eat bad food, you feel sick. If you consume bad thoughts, you feel sad.
So stop looking at people on Instagram who make you feel bad?
Yes, unfollow them. Turn off the news for 1 hour. Put on gentle music. Listen to a slow English podcast. Smiling.
Surround yourself with things that are kind.
The rain is stopping, Ava. The sky is getting a little brighter.
It is. The heavy clouds are moving away.
We have covered a lot today. We talked about the spark. We talked about resilience. We talked about lowering the bar to get started again.
And we talked about Dovid, the failed sourdough starter.
I will never forget Dovid.
Listeners, believing in yourself is not a magic trick. It is not a light switch that you turn on and off.
It is a practice. It is something you do every day. Some days you will be good at it. Some days you will be bad at it.
And that is okay. The most important thing is that you do not give up on yourself. You are the only person who is with you from the moment you are born until the very end. Be a good friend to yourself.
Be kind to yourself.
Before we go, we want to leave you with a question. You can answer it in your head or write it in your journal.
The question is, what is one small thing, one tiny thing that you are proud of today?
It could be that you made a good cup of coffee. It could be that you listened to this podcast in English. That is a huge achievement.
It is. You are learning a language. That is brave.
Thank you for letting us be a part of your day. Thank you for inviting us into your ears and your mind.
We will be here next week with more coffee and more slow English.
Until then, Take care of your spark.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
If you enjoyed this quiet moment with us today, please consider joining our community here on YouTube. By clicking the subscribe button, you make sure you don't miss our next coffee break together. It really helps our channel grow, and it helps us find other listeners like you. So if you are ready for more slow English, just click subscribe and turn on the notification bell.